Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Sports Call, brought to you by Auburn Urgent Care. This segment brought to you by Resource Natural Spring Water. Resource is 100% natural spring water with naturally occurring electrolytes that support a lifestyle of well-being. When you're needing to refresh, revitalize, and replenish, it's always Resource Natural Spring Water. We're going to go back to the phone line and pick up another special guest.
Absolutely. We've got Kyle Caldwell on the phone with us from the Manning Passing Academy. Kyle, thanks for taking some time out to be on the program with us.
Thank you for having me.
Kyle, first of all, just got to say congratulations on being asked to be part of this, because it's definitely an honor to be part of the 19th annual Passing Academy that has grown tremendously, as Archie said, from a regional camp to a national camp. That you guys have 1,000 high school players down there. But first, let's just talk about you. And obviously, they don't just invite anybody to come and work with the kids down there. And you had a tremendous season at West Alabama, and you'll be back this year. And I know you're excited about that, and a lot of other great quarterbacks that you're down there with.
Yes, sir. I was very blessed to be in a good situation. My former coach kind of set it up with Archie, and I got put on the waiting list. And a couple other quarterbacks, they weren't able to make it. And so he contacted me about 3 weeks ago and let me know that I was in, and I was able to come down here and just having a blast.
Well, Kyle, talk about the atmosphere down there and what it means to be part of this. I know this camp goes through Sunday, but, you got Jameis Winston down there, and, of course, I believe Marcus Mariota from Oregon, and Brett Hundley from UCLA, and a lot of different guys down there that you're getting to interact with.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of funny because everybody thinks all these guys they're superstars. Well, outside of football, they're just normal people. I mean, last night I was at a table with me, and it was Peyton Manning and Baylor, Bryce Petty, Justin Worley from Tennessee, and we were just having normal conversations about everything except football. So outside of football, it's just everybody's just a normal guy, and it just shows you how just life is. Life, you just take a second and pause, and everybody's just a normal guy.
Well, in this day and age, and always as fans, just enamored by the athletic ability that you guys have, and that's what kind of intrigues all the fans and everybody when they watch, and
right.
So they put everybody up on a superstar pedestal. But you're right, we're all created equally in God's eyes, and outside of the sport that they're blessed to play and that you're blessed to play, Kyle, you guys have normal lives as much as you can without people wanting your autograph all the time and all. And let me tell you, from watching you play in high school and watching you play this past year at West Alabama, and watching and calling you in the North-South game here a couple of years ago in the state of Alabama, you have just as much talent as any of these guys that we've been talking about, and that's why you're there. So, again, we can't say enough about that. But, again, sitting at the table across from Peyton Manning, though, I know you kind of just made that sound like y'all were just chilling and hanging out, but that's got to be a neat deal.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely cross that one off a bucket list that if you ever created something like that.
Yeah, check mark there in that category. I ate dinner with Peyton Manning, and so, but that's cool. And we'll talk about the guys that are down there, Kyle. And there's 1,000 high school guys that you guys are trying to work with, and I know Peyton, Eli, and Cooper Manning are there helping provide instruction as well. And what's the main focus of what you guys are doing?
We're just treating everybody equal, because like Archie said in one of our meetings, like there's a bunch of campers here. They may not be the best high school players, so we're just trying to develop their skills and make them. We want them to improve a little bit day by day. To say, hey, we learned something this week. We didn't just come here to be around the Mannings. We just wanted to learn a little bit more about football to make us love the game just a little bit more. And that's how they were. They worked really hard. The Mannings do. And they're quiet. They don't have any of the social media. They don't have Twitter or Facebook, or they have none of that. And so they like to keep it quiet, and they like to stay under the radar, work hard, and do the little things right. And that's why you can tell they've been successful throughout their NFL careers. They just do the little things right.
Well, if there's a group of guys that does not need social media, it's those guys, the Mannings. And, you know, it's about a 10-to-1 ratio of campers to coaches out there with you guys. I know there's about 120 of you guys. How do they break all of this down? How do they keep all this from being, chaos?
It's mass. Yeah, it was mass chaos. I was pretty lost for a couple of minutes, and then there's a lot of counselors. There's 40-something college quarterbacks, and then the rest of the helpers are high school coaches that have just created relationships through the Manning camp. A lot of them have been here for over 15 years, so they've had a lot of experience working camps like that. And the coach at Dartmouth, Buddy Stevens, he's actually in charge of the camp, and he's been running it since the very beginning.
Well, Kyle, I tell you what, my man, we're up against a break. We know you're busy, had a short window of time to be on with us. We really appreciate it, and we'll catch up with you maybe in a week or so and talk about let you give us a take on how the camp went.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Just let me know.